Day 3 lived up to its billing, as all 4 games gave us an exciting start to the second weekend of the Overwatch League 2019. With many of the teams looking to establish their strength at this early stage in the season, including within my Game of the Week, let's get right into this review. And we begin with my Game of the Week that put the LA Gladiators up against the Paris Eternal. Surprisingly, unlike Week 1, it was Paris who showed the greater flexibility throughout the series, with comps that included Mei on Nepal and a triple DPS comp on Anubis, while the Gladiators mostly stayed with their 3-3 Goats comp. The action was back and forth, with the main theme of the day being the below par Zarya play from Soon and Shawfort, who on Nepal particularly had the majority of their gravitons eaten. However, despite how close the series looked at face value, Paris seemed to have the overall control up until the final moments, where they would seem to panic, which was what resulted in LA winning the first map, despite being 99% down on the final point. The following 3 maps each felt to be going in the Eternals' favour, with Shawfort, Hydration and Raw struggling against their aggression. In particular, Finzi and Cruz had an outstanding performance on the D.Va and Lucio that really propelled their team forward. Paris picked up 2 of the 3 final maps, with the other drawn, taking the series narrowly 2-1. However, with the large time banks in both the 3rd and 4th maps, Paris seemed to almost choke and allow LA back into the game with some impressive defence. Had that not been the case, I could have easily seen Paris taking the series 4-0. The second match of Day 3 pitted the intriguing contest between the Philadelphia Fusion, who struggled in their defeat against the Mayhem without their star Zenyatta Boombox, and the Dallas Fuel, who were looking to turn Jekyll after their horrible 4-0 Hyde defeat to the Guangzhou Charge. AKM started for Dallas, and the team looked a lot better for it, as he played brilliantly on Zarya for the entire series. Supported by RCK on the Sombra and D.Va, Philadelphia once again struggled to significantly threaten the Fuel at any point, with Sado often getting caught out of position from his over-aggression. To his credit, Elk played a much better game on Zenyatta than earlier in the week, but it seems without Boombox and Carpe taking control of the games on their own, the Fusion looked to be the same inconsistent team of last year. Dallas convincingly took the series 3-1, with their only map loss coming when AKM was subbed out for effect, which might be an omen for this topsy-turvy Dallas side moving forward. Game 3 of Day 3 saw the highly touted Vancouver Titans take on their Guangzhou Charge squad full of confidence after demolishing the Fuel. The main battle in this game was how the traditional 3-3 Goats composition of the Titans would hold up to the 3 DPS and Sombra Goats of the Charge. And this battle went back and forth in a competitive and tense series. Behind Bumper, Vancouver looked once again extremely strong on a 3-3, with their dominant display on Hollywood best showing this. However, they often came unstuck by the Sombra play from Hotbo and Eileen, and the playmaking ability of Shu, who stood out for the Charge with his amazing plays on Ana and Zen. After 4 maps, the 2 teams could not be separated, so were taken to the first Game 5 of the day on Ilios. Yet confusingly, the Charge neither ran the triple DPS or Sombra on this final map, despite its earlier success, and it was this decision that ultimately proved their undoing. On the back of a massive Janu D.Va bomb on the well point, Vancouver took the map 2-0, and thus this hard-fought series 3-2. The final game of the day promised to be a lot of fun as the Chengdu Hunters took on the Florida Mayhem. The series swung back and forth between the 2 teams, with the usual suspects Elsa and Jinmu performing well for the Hunters, alongside a Meng and his Hammond that he uses just over 80% of the time compared to the league average of just 16%. With Chengdu playing triple DPS and Hammond 3-3 unlike any other team in the league, it forced the Mayhem to adapt, and for the most part they tried to, with their greatest success coming from Tavik on May. The series was level at 1-1 at half time, before Chengdu won arguably the most dominant map this season on Anubis, where they finished in just over 2 minutes before full holding the Florida with a team comp more familiar to last season, with the Orisa, Junkrat and Widowmaker. A surprising note for the Mayhem was how good Zephyr played on Zarya, given his D.Va play had been lacking up to this point. Once again, these two teams could not be separated in 4 maps, which sent us to our second consecutive Game 5. In the end, the Hunters' triple DPS comp just proved too strong for the Mayhem, as Chengdu picked up the map and the series 3-2. Now looking to my predictions that I made at the beginning of the week, I feel a pattern may be emerging, as for the 3rd day in a row I went 50-50, with 2 results right out of 4. Paris impressed me with the further adaptability and variety they showed, whilst the Gladiators seemed to be struggling to find a rhythm at the moment. Dallas, as I predicted, would turn up in this game, but I had not anticipated Boombox's absence, and therefore the significant impact this would have on the team. Guangzhou impressed me a lot despite their defeat, as did the Mayhem, who to be honest I had written off after a dismal week 1. Looking forward to the final day of week 2, the Hangzhou Spark looked to bounce back against the London Spitfire, before the New York Excelsior faced an improving Houston Outlaws. The Toronto Defiant faced the LA Valiant, with both teams looking to gather momentum for this season, before we finish with the match of the day as the Vancouver Titans face the San Francisco Shock, which should tell us where these teams truly stand. With that, I'd like to thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more Overwatch League content, including my Week 2 power rankings, coming soon.